Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel and my video. I'm going to give a quick little recap on how my weeks have been going since I've stopped streaming, and I will start doing some more daily recaps soon. Probably. I was having some trouble with my editor. Every time I would post a video and then it would start to bug out. But I'm doing well. I'm trading well. I'm hanging out in the Discord. As you can see, I got some payments here yesterday. Love to get my payments from emails from Alicia. And yesterday was a really interesting day. It was one of those bull trendy days that we all love to just wait for. Those kind of days that just pump up and pump up and pump up. And if you're not a newbie trader, you're able to see the trend. You don't hesitate. You jump in. You start making money. And it's really important to learn how to trade these kind of days, because these are the kind of days that can make your week, right? I got a little back testing thing here. I'm going to go over some of the, stuff here in trading trends and even entering late in trends. And I got a little video here from Al Brooks that I want to share with you guys here about how to enter late in trends. We're going to do a little bit of reactionary type stuff, talking about how to enter in late and how to not get scared or spooked out. And sometimes you just get paralyzed, right, thinking, oh my gosh, it's so late in the trend and I can't get in. But really what you need to do is go with high probability trades and just jump in. And we're gonna go over that. And I'm going to talk a little bit about trading with Bookmap and level 2, and if I think it's necessary, and if it applies to my style of trading, and if it could benefit you, it could. But for me, it is not really necessary. I've been trading Al Brooks style trading plus my own style for the longest time, and I think it is great. It's what's really kind of turned the corner for me. Years back, I've been following him for the longest time, and I also want to talk about my channel and why I started it. So a lot of things here to talk about today. So let's get in it. Yesterday was a crazy pump up day, right? And a lot of people get paralyzed thinking, I can't enter in. It's just so far away from the moving average, and it's just one of these days that I get scared, because it's just, you're buying high. You just can feel that it's going higher, right? It's going higher. It's going higher. You can see that it's going higher. Oh my gosh, they're going higher. They're going higher. But if you just sit there and watch and you don't make any trades, you're not going to make any money. And the reality is, these are the kind of days that you need to actually take full advantage of. These are the kind of days that really good traders wait for. I don't need any indicators to help me to find these days except for the charts. Looking at the type of bars that are on the 5-minute. Look at them. If there's no tails on the 5-minute, look, no tails, no tails, no tails. These are all 1-minute. This is showing me the true strength. And you have to just jump in and kind of tell yourself, this is what I tell myself, it's either going this way or it's not. All right, and you just gotta trust the trend. It's presenting itself. Plus, we had a holiday rally. Holidays, 3-day holidays, especially love to give rallies. Sometimes it's to the downside, but most of the time it's a bull rally. And yeah, I crushed it yesterday. A lot of people were crushing it. It was just one of those crazy days where we all were making money in the Discord. We've got a lot of stuff in here. We talk about a little bit of everything. So look, as you can see, if we had days like this 2 or 3 times a week, I wouldn't trade any other kind of day. It's too bad these kind of days only come like once every couple weeks. I believe if a trader had the patience just to wait for these kind of days only, they would be rich. So it looks scary to buy, right? You just gotta buy, though. You just gotta jump in. Okay, I'm just gonna jump in here. This is 10 micros, equivalent to 1 mini. Let's see how much pullback, how much drawdown does it give me? These are the kind of trades that just pretty much go instantly in profit. And if you're scared trading this stuff, just put on a small size. Put on a small size. Add on to your winner if you want to make more money, okay? But for me, these are the kind of days that I really feel comfortable putting on bigger size. And I said in the Discord many times, I put on 12 micros, put on 15 micros. making some money. I got over the safety net on more of my Apex accounts. So I got probably 4, 6, 8K. I don't know how much I'm going to pull out, but I'm way over the safety net. I like to leave a cushion, but I'm going to be pulling out some more money here real soon. I don't trade all 20 accounts at the same time. I do not like that way of thinking. I have been trading no trade copier for the longest time. You can see on my channel, way before I even did Apex, people would ask me all the time, Travis, you do trade copier. Travis, you do trade copier. No, I did not for the longest time. It wasn't until Apex that I started using the trade copier. But for the longest time, I truly was an advocate for trading accounts individually. I'd trade 1, maybe 2, and I'd have my multiple laptops up. And if I had a red day on one, I would tell people, yeah, I just put that account to the side. And I would trade something else. I'd trade another account. That's the beauty of having multiple accounts. You can just have no stress, really. No matter what, if I have some red days on some, I'm going to have green days on others. And I'm going to keep having good green days. And no, I'm not hedging. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I'm not really a big fan of hedging. Maybe if you're doing options, which we have a few people in the chat here that love to do options, and they hedge, and they share their trade ideas, and they're killing on earnings. But, that's not me. I don't do any of that stuff. So what I'm getting at is I don't trade multiple accounts. I just, like I said, I put on a few here and there. But now that I have Apex, I'll put on 4 or 5 accounts. And so let's go back to talking about, look, it's just up, 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 baby. So far away from the 20 EMA, I'm only looking to buy. All right? Yeah, most of the times I will look for a pullback to the touch of a micro pullback, what I call micro pullback, 20 EMA on the 1 minute. And y'all know, especially the people in the Discord, I've been hanging out with you guys a lot more, and you can look at my old streams. I love the micro pullback. And the 5 minute 20 EMA, that's the deeper pullback. We didn't even come close to it for most of the day. I think maybe near the end of the day, it come and touch the 20 EMA, but it was like 300-400 points away. I think it was 300. I didn't trade the whole day. I traded most of the afternoon. I caught a big chunky yesterday. One of my biggest days of the year, actually. So let's go to the Al Brooks. I'm going to give some reactionary video commentary here. How to enter in late in trends, okay? You want to learn how to do this stuff. You want to make money, you got to learn how to trade the trendy days. Anybody who's been following me knows my channel, knows my strategy is wait for the trendy days and capitalize on them, okay? Most people do the opposite. They're scared of trendy days and they run away or they try to fade it, which is the worst, all right? You can see here, bulls trapped out of bull trend, bears trapped in.
Like this, usually it traps bulls out. Bulls are afraid to buy because the stop is far away, and it tends to trap bears in. They keep shorting, betting that there will be a reversal, especially in a situation like this. Bears see, bulls made money buying below that low. Bears made money, a scalp selling above that high, right? So in a trading range, traders start to place limit orders to sell above bars, and they place limit orders to buy below bars, and they scalp. And they continue until the market does this. So you have bears who are selling above bars, they're selling this high, and at some point they decide that they are wrong. So, they'll be selling, they'll sell more as it goes up, and at some point they give up. And this is where the bears gave up. You have a breakout and follow through. So, right at this point, you have bears trapped into a losing trade, and you also have bulls trapped.
That's why the price is above the 20 EMA. I'm only looking to buy. Okay, I just have set rules, and if it's below the 20 EMA, I'm only looking to short. Okay, sometimes I'll go for a quick scalp. Yeah, I do it, but my hard and fast rules are so I don't get caught doing what he's talking about here. Okay, they're shorting, they're trying to catch the top, they're trying to be sneaky, and eventually they give up. I don't like that feeling. I don't like trying to short and then you just see it keep rising, rising, and rising. It feels like getting kicked in the stomach, right? It's just like the worst feeling. Same thing when you're trying to buy the bottom and the big red bars just keep crashing and crashing. So that's why I've flipped my mindset over the years, and it's made me profitable. I'm doing what most people are not doing. I'm doing the opposite of what most people are doing, is what I'm trying to say here.
Trapped out. They're afraid to buy too high. And whenever you have trapped traders, the market usually ends up going for some kind of a measured move. For example, this low, that
like
high,
what we got
this
yesterday.
low, that high, probably a measuring gap. So from this low to the middle of these two prices, the middle of this bar effectively is a measuring gap, and you have to expect that the market will go for about a measured move up from the beginning of the move to where the breakout took place to the top of the move. So if you buy for any reason, it doesn't matter if you buy here, 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 the stop is still the same. And you have bears trapped in. Strong bulls, they just buy closes. They can buy every one of them.
Strong
they can
bulls.
buy any one of them, and they just use the appropriate stop.
Now, I don't do that with the stops. If I see it, okay, I don't put my stop all the way down here. If I just have an inclination or I'll use the stop below, it's subjective, right? I will trade a little bit differently based on what the market is giving me. But I do believe in wide stops and wide-ish stops. But a lot of times my stops won't even get hit. I'll just get out way before. I'll have 30, 40 point NQ stop loss. Sometimes I'll get out 10, 20 points, 15 points, especially if it makes a sudden move against me. I'm just like, I'm not. It's obvious. It's coming to my stop loss. Why let it run all the way to it?
Now, a lot of traders are afraid to buy closes because
here's the thing.
They're afraid, well, what if the market reverses? What happened to the sell the closed bears who sold? This guy, what happened to him? Well, this guy, in fact, did not get hurt. He managed his trade correctly and got out on this bar after he saw this bull bar. Another example, buy the closed bulls, buying all the way up. Some bulls even bought that close.
Yeah.
And they bought it because they knew that they could manage their trade in a way so that they would not lose money. They may not make money, but if they manage their trade correctly, they will not lose money.
Mm-hmm.
So
sometimes if I get caught buying high and I think it's a breakout, and this is why I trade small, I will let it, go through this, and sometimes I will average down. Special occasions.
Fear of a big reversal and losing money is really unwarranted if you know how to manage your trades and if you know how to read the charts.
All right, I want to go to this quick little clip about reading level 2 and if it applies to Albrook style trading, which is very similar to mine. If it is necessary to read the level 2.
Because you're using level 2
all right.
As it goes your way.
All right, here we go. He's going to talk about strong trends and then level 2.
And just buy small and you add to it.
All right, here we go.
I believe the market is very, very strong. And just buy small and you add to it as you believe the buy. Just buy small. A trade and you start hoping for.
But here we go. Sorry.
Right, and as I said, if ever you look at a trade and you start hoping for a pullback, buy. Just buy small. If you're hoping for a pullback, that means you believe the market is very, very strong.
If you're ever looking for a pullback and it's not giving it to you, just buy. Buy small, and then add to your winner.
And just buy small and you add to it as it goes your way.
Right. Do you see any value in using level 2s in your trading?
No, zero.
Because you're in level 2s in your trading?
No, zero.
Do you see any value in using level 2s in your trading?
No, zero.
Because you're that was fast.
That's how I feel. I mean, I have the jigsaw. I see the numbers. I'm looking at Bookmap nowadays. I see the numbers. I know it's a bunch of orders sitting here. I know it's a bunch of orders sitting there. It acts as a magnet. I don't need it. It is kind of helpful, I guess, if you're scalping. But if you're holding for a swing, let's say you're buying this pump up and you're like, you know what, I'm feeling pretty strong by the day. I'm thinking we're going to get a measure move up. It's going to just climb, climb, climb. And you're just going to get bookmap all day. Here. Brrr, buy here, sell there. Brrr, here's the order bar. So here's a block here, here's a block there, there's a block there. Brrr. If you're trying to hold through all that, it's best to just ignore all the noise and just let it ride, baby. Right? Or you could do what I've been doing all these years, is use your intuition. You see it pumping up and you bought here and you see this coming, you see it coming, and boom, 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 boom. I got time to be looking at certain little numbers on the chart and looking at the numbers on a book map or there. Maybe I'm going to incorporate it a little bit more into my entries, but managing trades and this and that, if you have an idea of an area of getting out for your profit, and you want to let it ride, best to just let it ride with less noise and less noise in your ear. And yeah, so Albrooks doesn't need it. I don't need it. I think most people would be better off just learning price action and then learning level 2. But we got this level 2 frenzy bookmap thing is becoming more and more popular, and people learning that first. I think they'd be better off learning price action first and learning how to be on the winning team first, learning how to spot winning trades on the charts. Look at this. I mean, it's just, I had a huge take profit. What is my take profit here on the back testing? 75 points. Man, I could have put it out a lot more than that. So it's a 1 to 3. Risking 1 to get 3. 3 to 1, whatever you want to call it. All right. So he bought here. Never was a pullback. Never even touched the micro pullback area. Look at this. Never touched. Entering late to the party is better than never. You don't want to be that beginner or that person who's scared of entering because you see a strong trend. You want to be that trader who can identify a strong trend. They happen very infrequently. It's not as frequent as I like. There's 250 trading days on average throughout the year, unless we have some kind of events that cause a day to be Wall Street to stop or whatever, but 250 days. And out of those 250 days, we on average have about 50, 60 trendy days a year. So you got to be really good at spotting those. So it's not enough trendy days to make a living unless you're really, really that patient to wait for them. I guess you could be. I'm pretty sure there's traders out there who are like, I'm only going to wait for those A+ trendy days. But look, there was never any drawdown. Look at it from the other side. Never drawdown. Never drawdown. Even if you bought here. Look, you bought here, you're making money. You bought here, you're making money. You even bought here, you're making money. You bought here, you're making money. You get the point, right? You just keep buying. And I think it went up to 14,300, 350, and it finished the day at 370. That's another 150 points from here, even. Look how much I left on the table. And I've known people who have had it in them to hold through a whole day. A lot of times, banks, institutions, prop firms, they see a trendy day, they're actually holding, and they're closing out at the end of the day. That's why you see those big spikes near the end of the day. You know, it's algos closing out big positions because it's just like, I'm going to hold throughout the whole day. We're going to close it out, and then boom, we're going to make a big profit. So I hope I'm getting my point across that these are the kind of days you want to be a big believer in the trend and be comfortable with trading. You don't want to be sitting on the sideline paralyzed. You got to learn how to spot these days. Many afraid to enter late. But here's the thing. Yes, your stop is far away, like Al Brooks is talking about. But the probability of the market keep going in one direction is so much greater. Okay? There's the trade-off. And Al Brooks has it where he calls it the trader's equation. And all profitable traders and professional traders know about the trader's equation. And the equation is, okay, yeah, your risk is higher, but your probability of going in one direction is so much greater. Okay, so the risk to reward is skewed, but your potential for making profit is so much greater. I'd say really great on this day. So this day is the kind of day I want to hammer in to everybody. Learn how to trade these days. Go back and practice it over and over. Just, if you hit the short button, you're screwed. And if you're one of those people who are like, yesterday I hit the short here. These are not the same kind of trendy days. This is Thursday, right? These are good days. These are good movements, but it's just the bars are much smaller. There's wicks on each side. We have a couple little instances where it's no wicks on the bottoms of the candles, and we had a clear move. But it was just like from here to here. And I actually caught some of these both moves on the sides of both bear and bull yesterday. Had a really good day yesterday too, the day before now. Anyways, but that's because I know price action trading, and I know that once we started dipping below the 20 EMA, instantly I started changing my bias. Here's the open Thursday. Caught some shorts here, and as it was going sideways, I sat on the sideline. But as it was making the U-turn here, I started buying as it was pumping up. Yes, I don't always catch tops and bottoms, but that's fine because the probability of it going in one direction is greater. That's why I don't care about tops and bottoms. Anybody who's followed me, I was like, I don't care about tops and bottoms. Fuck trying to catch the top and bottom because your probability is much lower. It could, it's just not clear. Yeah, you do make a little bit more profit, but it's scary buying down here. And plus, you got to sit through a lot of consolidation. How many times, if you're a newbie trader, if you're a beginner trader, and how many times have you done this mistake where you're buying as it's falling, thinking, yeah, this is a good price. It's a good discounted price, right? I'm buying this, and I'm not knocking anybody, and I've done this too, and this is what I'm trying to steer away from. Trying to trade more of this and less of trying to catch bottoms and trying to predict tops. See, what happens is you try to catch the bottom, right? You're buying, and it's just chopping around. It goes in profit and it comes back down. It's scary down here because you don't know if it's just going to keep going down, because there's a lot of bears who are still thinking, you know what, this is weak, I'm shorting. They don't get out until it starts squeezing back up. It's like you want to be a bully in the market. You want to jump in and jump on the winning team, and this is the only place where you want to be a bully in life. You want to be on the winning side who's kicking the loser on the ground. Okay, I'm not advocating for any violence or anything. I'm just using it as a metaphor. You want to kick the other side's butt. You want to, they're losing. You don't want to be with them. You don't want to be trading with them. So you just want to be constantly flipping back and forth as the market is flipping back and forth. Or if you're unsure, stay aside. Step aside. Forget all the back and forth battles and step aside. And wait for these moves, which are, to me, are the clearest of clear. Had a killer day yesterday, and I really hope people can realize that these are the kind of days you want to wait for and not be paralyzed. All right, that's it. I'm done talking. If you find anything that I said in this video, please hit that. If you find anything I said in this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe. I will be hanging out in the Discord some more. So if you want to come hang out with me, you can come join the Discord if you're not already a member. We have a lot of good times in there, hanging out, trading, and making money, sharing strategies and ideas and setups. And we got people with all different skill sets and different types of traders in there sharing their ideas. Some people are better at picking tops and bottoms than me, but that's just... And you do make more money that way, but that's just not me. We have some of those people in the Discord that are good at that. But for me, I am a Momo trader. Momentum. I like the high probability equation side of the equation, and not the other way around where you get higher profit, but so you understand what I'm saying. Blah, 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 blah. That's it for this video. Had a last 2 good weeks. All green days the last 2 weeks. I had a couple days where it was shaky here and there, but overall, green, doing really well. Getting some more withdrawals. Maybe I'll make some more withdrawal videos. It's still the same old, making about the same kind of withdrawals here and there. 4, 6K, 10K a month. Last month I had like 10K. Month before that, I think I had a little bit over 10K. Pretty soon, now I got all these Apex accounts. Hopefully I'll be getting, all of them way above the safety net where I can pull out some, 10, 20K days, maybe more. But I like to keep a buffer. I don't like to just get a funded account, get a withdrawal, and then blow it up like I know some people do, or some people never even get to the, the profit and make a withdrawal, and I feel sad for them, but at the same time, it's part of the growing pains. Well, anyways, if you found anything valuable in this video, hit that like and subscribe, join the channel. Maybe I'll start streaming again soon. I don't know. All right, have a good one, guys.